Hey guys, Top 10 Tuesday is a weekly feature meme hosted by The Broken the Bookish, created by my girl Jamie over at the Perpetual Page Turner. And this week's topic is top 10 things on my bookish bucket list. That's kind of a tongue twister, isn't it? Anyways, it took me forever to think of 10 things that I want to do because I'm 26, I've been bookish my whole life, and I've done a lot of things that are book related that, could be on somebody else's bucket list. I've met a lot of my favorite authors, I've met a lot of my favorite bloggers, all kinds of awesome bookish things. And also it was hard for me to think of because there's some things that I'm not sure I want to do that I think maybe other people have on their lists, like become an author. I don't want to be an author, at least not now. Maybe when I'm older and have more life experience, but right now, not so much. Number one thing on my bookish bucket list is to read Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. Oh my god, how did I not know that? I'm so stupid. Anyways, I want to read Anna Karenina because it's huge, it's daunting, and it will give me bragging rights. Also, my edition is gorgeous. I want to show you guys the art inside it real quick. Look at those vintage designs, just the black and white art. I love that. I love when books are old and they have special touches like that. Do you guys like when books have that? Also, the pages are deckled in this edition. I think I paid $8 for this and it was worth it. And look, it even has the art on the inside too. Look at that detail. I love it. I love all the pen and ink drawings. Also, on my reading bucket list, I want to read A Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin. I just read A Clash of Kings and I didn't love it because I hated Bran and Catelyn. Like, I wanted them to fall off a cliff and die. I know that sounds harsh, but really, I just didn't like them. I was bored by them. I would rather read about Joffrey than read about Catelyn or Bran. That's how serious I am. Anyways, I still don't know what a red wedding is. I think maybe this book will tell me what a red wedding is. And yeah, I can't wait to see what happens next, but it's so thick. Number 3, I want to meet Rae Carson. She is probably my favorite young adult author. I'm not including J.K. Rowling, but Rae Carson is up there. She wrote my favorite trilogy ever, The Bitter Kingdom. Also, Rae has helped me accomplish one of my previous bucket list items, which had I not had this happen, I would include it on here. And that is having a blurb on a book that I love. And she helped with that by basically writing a book that I was so enthusiastic about that I had all the words to say about it. And then the publisher was like, hey, I like those words April said. Let me put it on the cover. And so here is my blurb. It says, Rae Carson is totally the George R.R. Martin of YA. Good books and good wine. How cool is that? I am on a book cover. So yeah, I really want to meet Rae Carson. She's awesome. Also, among the authors that I want to meet is a living legend. Most of you probably recognize this guy, Stephen King. His books are the books that really caused me to love horror and, reading. I won't say that I didn't love books before reading Stephen King, but I wasn't really into adult books until I read Stephen King. His Dark Tower series is my favorite series of all time. I love those books. So I would really love to meet Stephen King, and he's getting really old, so I have to do this soon before he dies. Wow, that just took a really morbid turn. I'm sorry, guys. Another thing on my bookish bucket list is to go to Prince Edward Island, and I'll just show you guys my cover of Anne of Green Gables because this book is why I want to go to Prince Edward Island. I hear the Anne of Green Gables tourism there is awesome, and maybe I can find Gilbert Blythe and, smash a chalkboard over his head or a slate. That would be awesome. I really want to go to Prince Edward Island. Okay, so this book does have some cool illustrations in it. Not that I brought it here to show you guys the illustrations. I just basically chose showing you this because of my Prince Edward Island goals and because literary tourism is so cool. And that's kind of the last of my visuals. The other 5 items on my bookish bucket list are getting an MLIS. I want to get an MLIS, a Master's in Library and Information Science, with a concentration in youth services. I think that I would be an awesome librarian. Besides loving books, I am really good at programming. I'm good at helping people access the information that they need. That's kind of my job right now as an advocate. I empower victims of violence by helping them navigate the legal and medical systems. And part of that job includes giving information, giving them the resources that they may need to move forward in their lives from the violence. Now, I'm not saying that I am not saying that being a librarian is anything similar to that, but I think I would be really good at it. I think I would be awesome at programming for teenagers and children. I would be great at story time. I also would be great at ordering things, and I think I would be awesome at it. I think I have the right personality for it, so we'll see. Another bookish goal or bookish bucket list item that I have, not quite as life-changing as becoming a librarian and following a dream, but I would love to read all of the books that I own. I have probably read about 1/10 of all that I own. You can see in the background the 4 bookshelves. That's only 4. There's one more in the hallway, then there's like 3 to the side over here, and then on the other side of the bedroom, I'm like pointing like you guys can see it, there is a tall bookcase and then the short 3-shelf bookcase, and then the desk that this computer on has a bookcase built into it and books stacked on top. So I think that's going to take me like 10 years to get through, and I still keep accumulating books, but I don't care. I will always buy books, and if this is a lifetime ongoing goal, that's fine. I got a whole life to live, and I will be happy reading all of the books that I own throughout my lifetime. I would also like to meet all of my blogger friends. There are a few blogger friends that I haven't met yet, but I am dying to meet. And among those friends includes Makeshift Jen and also Allison at the Allure of Books. These 2 girls are some of my favorite bloggers, favorite blogger buddies, people that I have texted bookish reactions to and also talk to about life things besides book blogging and reading and, you know, whichever character is doing something whack that is annoying me. So I really want to meet them. Another bookish bucket list challenge is to get drunk and watch Twilight. I have a confession to make, you guys. I've read Twilight and I actually liked the books. Don't judge me. But I've never seen the movies. And it seems like everybody else I know has, at least in my real life, has seen the movies but never read the books. So I want to get drunk and watch them. And of course, I will not be using expensive wine because that's stupid. So I have this awesome $5 Fox Hollow wine that I plan on doing. Maybe I'll do a post. Would you guys like a post on me getting wasted and watching Twilight? Let me know in the comments. And, you know, your wish is my command. I want to satisfy my readers. And finally, the last thing on this Top 10 Tuesday bucket list is for blogging. I would love it if I could get up to over 1,000 page views per day. The reason why this is on my list and hasn't been accomplished yet is because last year I had a lot of things going on which really affected my page views and my blogging. I moved jobs, I went on vacation, I also moved web hosts, so the blog was down for a number of days, and in moving servers, I had lost a lot of my previous SEO, so a lot of my meta tags, my links, certain things like that, which really, I mean, I was doing very, very well with my search engine traffic, and after changing web hosts, it basically dropped down. So we'll see what happens. I am kind of going back through and redoing certain posts and trying to also change some of my posting to make it more interesting so more people will click and read and check it out. So that's my goal, 1,000 page views per day. We'll see if that happens. I've also added reviewers onto the Good Books and Good Wine staff, like I'm paying them or something, and I'm not, because I pay for the web hosting and shipping and everything, so sorry. So I've added Allison and Cassie. Allison has been one of my best friends since the 6th grade. We go way back. I go back even further with Cassie. I have known her since birth, seeing as how she's my little sister. So yeah, we'll see if that goal gets accomplished. So guys, what's on your bookish bucket list? Let me know down in the comments.